Welcome back to some more Trails of Cold Steel 2. Or The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 2. Get that full proper name in there. Anyways, in the last one, we helped restore Chairman Arena to her rightful position as head of the Rhineford Corporation. And it looks like we're preparing for a big battle between Angelica and her father. And also the game is warning us, get ready for a Divine Knight battle. Get ready for a Divine Knight battle. So I have a feeling we're going to get an appearance by Crow or some other person within the Noble Alliance. It really feels like we're nearing a halfway point in the game that something big is going to happen, right? So can't wait to see what it is. Let's get it on! Class 7 departed Rue City aboard the Courageous, and they were quickly on their way to the outskirts of the highway, where the plan to rendezvous with Angelica's supporters in the Provincial Army. Cool. Looks like my volunteers are ready to go. I'll see you later. No, she's leaving us. Hey, give back all the stuff I equipped you, okay? Good luck and take care. Just be careful, okay? Don't worry about me. I'll be just fine. Even should I fail and end up tossed into the fiery depths of hell, I'll crawl my way back up again. For not even hell can keep me away from this land rife with beautiful ladies. Truly, I have found Shangri-La. You remind me so much of my brother. We're all seriously worried about you, too. This isn't the time for jokes, Angie. It's serious. You might be going to fight your dad, but this is still a war. Oh, I know. Even if he knows I'm his opponent. No, because he knows I'm his opponent. My old man won't hold back in the slightest. So neither will I. It took me too long to find you guys the last time. The last thing I want is to be taken away from you forever. Well, as long as you understand what's at stake. Come back safely, Angie. We'll be praying for your success. Thanks. Alright, now it's my turn to take care of my own problems. You just sit back and watch, okay? Right. I hope it does auto unequip the orbs and the stuff I've given her. Nice. Looks like it works just fine. Lady Angelica! All units, we will hereby be advancing on Schwarzer-Drox barrier. Brave heroes of Nordia, lend me your strength. It is only with your aid that I will be able to defeat my father and secure this province's rightful future. Yes, ma'am! Yeah, this is definitely cool. Something big's about to happen. And I don't just mean a conflict between Angie and her father. I mean, there's something else a brewing here. Some type of twist is gonna come. I mean, this feels like... What is this, Act 2? Are we in Act 2? I think we're in Act 2. This feels like we're heading up to the end of Act 2 and some big twist is gonna happen. Your Lordship! Yep, Marquis Ragnar. What is it? Why are you so flustered? I thought you should hear this as soon as possible, sir. The Rhineford building has been attacked. Lord Heidel was arrested. What? Are you certain of this? Yes, sir. In addition, Lady Angelica is leading several soldats in this direction. I imagine they are being piloted by a small number of our very own. That good-for-nothing daughter. Where are you going? Where are you going? What do you want? You off to settle the score with your daughter? Let me hand that hand. I didn't come all this way to do nothing. You stay out of this. This has nothing to do with you or even the Noble Alliance. This is a father disciplining his child for going one step too far. You remain here and stay on alert for the 3rd Armored Division coming from the Nord Highlands. Look at him getting all fired up. He's all right in my book. We got Vulcan here. Can't say I'm a huge fan of getting in the way of family matters like this, but this is too good a chance to pass up. Yeah, something's a brewing here. Something's a brewing. Let's see how it all plays out. Are we going to give him some air support? I mean, yeah, wouldn't you think she would want Reen and Valimar to help out here? Elliot. No! This situation is really tense down there. It kind of feels like it could start fighting at any moment. Good luck, Angelica. Lady Angelica, something's happening in the fortress. Now that looks like... Can you hear me, Angelica? Father, I'll commend you for arresting Director Ragnar and making it all the way to me. But I'm not going to let success go to your head any further. It's time for your father to personally give you some stern discipline for all your transgressions. Your lordship. It couldn't be. Is he challenging her to a one-on-one duel?
I knew this is what would happen. Very well, Father. What say you and I get down to business?
Are we going to fight as Angelica here? It did tell us that there was a Divine Knight battle coming up, but...
Begin!
Roar! Is that it, Angelica? Is that all your Eastern martial arts can muster? Gah!
Please, I'm more concerned for you, Father. You'll need more than just raw strength to win against a title practitioner.
Say what you will. Your lordship. Good luck, Lady Angelica. Yep, this is more like watching a family feud than an all-out war, but with robots. I think the robot thing alone makes it pretty different from most family feuds. Still, at least they can communicate honestly with one another, even if they have to use their fists to do it. The soldiers seem to be completely enthralled by the battle, too. The Marquis Soldat might have the upper hand in terms of raw power and defense, but Angie's clearly spent a lot of time practicing so that she can use her Taito skills while in hers. It looks that way, yeah. I think this fight will end up being decided by a single moment. Go on, Angie! Oh no! Give up and accept your defeat. You don't stand a chance against this Hector Soldat in hand-to-hand combat. So hurry up and resign yourself to the inevitable before yours ends up smashed to pieces with you in it.
There's no way to know how a duel is going to end until it's over. That was a little something I learned from a friend who loved it with you. Gotta say though, getting all worked up like that can be good for your blood pressure. You're not getting any younger.
God, enough! Allow me to finish you off. Hurrah! What? No! How'd she send the big old thing like that flying? That's her zero impact. Yep, this fight's done.
That was a close one, but I pulled through in the end.
I didn't expect to have an ace like that up your sleeve. I suppose that's another thing you must have learned after you ran away from home. You couldn't be less like a noble if you tried.
Uncle Hydo was right, though. I sure as hell take after you. You were the one that taught me that true Erebonian nobles must always be able to stand on their own 2 feet. Those words have always stuck with me, you know.
Bah! It looks as though I've no choice. I admit defeat, Angelica. Haha, looks like it's finally over. Thank goodness, now we can... Sorry, but this ain't over just yet. What? Cry! Angie! It's Vulcan, isn't it? Goliath. Is that another new model? It's gigantic! Hey there, your lordship. I came to spoil your reunion. What is the meaning of this? I told you not to interfere. Besides, the battle has already been... Maybe so, but with the crimson wings in the sky, I ain't gonna just sit back and do nothing. I've got a job to do, and me and this here Goliath are gonna do it. How dare you harm Lady Angelica? Move away from his lordship at once. Such impertinent behavior will not be... Shut it. I ain't got the time for weaklings. Unless you want to end up dead, stay the hell away from me. Its power is incredible. But there's no way a Soldat that massive moving like that's gonna hold out for long. Come on now. You don't think you can sit back and watch from up there now that me and Goliath are out here, can you? Get down here, it's our turn. Reen Schwarzer! Ugh, it's him, isn't it? Yep, that's Vulcan. Wasn't he one of Crow's friends from the Imperial Liberation Front? Guess he wants a revenge match after losing to us in online. What are you gonna do, Reen? Valimar's ready to go anytime, so if you're set on fighting, I am, and he's right. I can't just sit back and watch. It's time we finally settle the score with him. Alright, well here's the Divine Knight battle we were promised. Looks like this one's not gonna be an easy one. Take care, Reen! He's an exceptionally dangerous foe, to say nothing of the Soldat he's piloting. Good luck. Thanks. There you are! It's the Ash-Colored Knight! Alright, it's the Ash-Colored Knight! That was Marquis Ragnar saying that. Hey, here comes the star of the show. Kick some ass, Reen. Let's do this, Valimar. Together we can disable that thing. Acknowledged. Man, you don't know how long I've been waiting for this. Couldn't ask for a better stage. We got no chance for interruptions. This is perfect. So let's do this, Reen Schwarzer!
This'll be a tough one. Be careful.
Alright, yeah, this is gonna be a tough one, no doubt. Alright, so... guess we just gotta guess.
Leave this to me.
Alright, so I guess we try this arm.
Onward.
So he has no unbalanced spots? Interesting. Let's try this. I guess we just keep trying different things until something sticks. He's in a different stance now. Yikes. Oh my goodness. Let's defend.
Leave this to me.
Alright, let's see, maybe Burst Drive might be good. Crescent Shell. What does Crescent Shell do? I can't remember. Chivalry Runes. Sonic Burst.
I leave this to you.
Come on, Lammy!
Let's try Ultimate Barrier. Consume CP. We want to build up CP. So let's try this. Nice.
Gotcha.
Nice. Okay, that was good.
Gotcha.
Why he just keeps doing the same move? And I didn't have a chance to get Milliam involved, so this is gonna be yikes. He's charging up for that same move again. What's the Fed?
Bring it on.
Oh, I could have. Dang it! I could have done Howling Moon. That's what I should have done.
Yes, sir!
Okay.
Here you go!
So let's do the evade thing. Morning Moon, sorry. Howling Moon is Red 13, a limit break from Final Fantasy VII.
Gotcha.
Righto! Charging you up!
Gotcha. Bring it on.
Now, that's so much less damage when we guard it. That's awesome. We haven't seen this stance yet, I guess. Let's try this. Nice! Perfect.
Gotcha.
Here I go! That's for you!
Time. Now. Gotcha.
I'm gonna charge up for the big one. One more bravery point and we got this. We got the guard on though, so this is not gonna do any damage. Nice! All right, the next time we get one of those, we're gonna be able to really unleash on him. he's gonna do a ton of damage here, unfortunately.
Righto!
Okay, so we should go ahead and restore some health. We're gonna get a turn. We can use Morning Moon.
Bring it on! Ha! Gotcha!
Yes, sir!
Go ahead and use Ultimate Barrier.
Gotcha!
Actually, we didn't need to use Ultimate Barrier, did we? Oh well, I mean, I guess we could have charged up or something. Let's see, what should we do? Unleash a big attack, that's what. Starlight Blade. Big damages, big damages. Yeah! Big damages. And we lowered his speed. Nice. We're gonna take some damage here, but should be okay. Oh no, we had the guard on. All right, yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Time! Let's go! Gotcha! Sick!
We get another chance with,
Here I go!
Alright, we're not gonna get another turn before he does something, so let's use Ultimate Barrier. Oh, is this another stance we haven't seen yet? Interesting.
Time! Let's go! Gotcha! Time! This!
Ruh-roh. Good thing we have almost full health, because this looks very, very nasty. Oh! He's gonna get another turn, so how about Morning Moon?
Bring it on! Gotcha!
We can restore our EP here with a charge.
Here I go! Charging you up!
Gotcha!
Say we need to defend here.
This! Is that all?
Defend one more time.
Bring it on! This! Is that all? Is that all?
Even defending, that does some damage.
Here I go!
Alright, there we go. Now Spirit.
Here you go!
And attack. Alright, so Milliam's gonna get another turn before he does. So let's just attack.
Time! Now! Gotcha! Time!
Ultimate Barrier once Milliam gets her turn.
Yeah!
Alright, this is working out pretty good for us. I think we got this one. Unless he, like, really changes up what he's doing. I like where this is headed. Oh, we don't have enough for... Yeah, don't have enough CP, so...
Now!
Let's go ahead and use the finisher.
Leave open the way! Domination!
big damage. What? How did he get two attacks in a row there? Golly, that damage.
You're not out yet. Keep
No.
going.
I'm kind of worried. I tell you what, we're gonna go Morning Moon,
Bring it on.
and I'm gonna have Millium restore some of our HP with Spirit. There we
Here
go.
you go.
Gotcha. This. Gotcha.
I do love how Morning Moon just pretty much you just dodge everything. You just can't be hit. It's pretty cool. All right, let's attack.
Time. Now. Gotcha. Time.
Righto.
All right, Millium charge EP.
Charging you up.
Morning Moon
Bring it
again.
on. This.
Playing it safe here. Playing it safe. I think we got this battle won. It's just a matter of time at this point.
Gotcha.
Just a matter of time.
Let's go. Gotcha. Time. This. Gotcha. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Now. Gotcha. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
This.
Well, we guarded the first attack, but he's got this one. Ow. I guess Millium could restore some of our health next turn. We don't have enough for Morning Moon. Could attack, but I'm afraid. Let's just defend.
This. Is that all? Is that all?
Even guarding, that attack still does some decent damage.
You're not out yet. Keep
Yeah,
going.
I agree. Okay, Millium gets her turn next, so we go ahead and try to attack, I guess.
Now.
Use the finisher.
My sword will cleave open the way.
Nice! We got him.
Yes, sir.
Really close. Oh, not charge. Spirit. There we
Here
go.
you go.
Bring it on. This.
Morning Moon!
Gotcha.
Sha!
Let's go. Gotcha. Time.
He is real close.
Yes, sir.
Real close to being beat here.
That's for you.
This. Gotcha.
I still have Morning Moon on. Forgot about that. I cast Ultimate Barrier, but oh well, we still got the barrier up too for this attack. Oh, we still got Morning Moon on. Wow. Well, I think we got this one won.
Gotcha.
Should be finishing him off any minute now. Alright. Yeah. Should be able to finish him off very soon. Like right now.
Leave it to me.
Here we go. Yeah, you did. You done screwed up, son.
Well done. You did great that time.
Alright, I still have a feeling there's a twist coming somewhere. Run!
He won. He really won.
An impressive achievement, considering how stacked the odds were against him.
Oh yeah, that's our Reed.
I knew someone was in the same class as C would put up a good fight. Sure, I might have lost this fight too, but I couldn't waste my time. Or I could have wished for my flame to be burned out one last time before it went out for good. Weird dying words.
Knew it. Watch out, Reed. Don't get too close.
He's gonna explode.
Boarding a frame that huge was putting a massive strain on that thing's orbital engine. It could blow any minute now. And the blast will probably take the whole soul dot with it.
What?
Vulcan! Get out of there quickly! If you don't hurry, you're gonna die!
Yep, come on, Rain. Sorry, but this is just how I wanted it to be. I did what I set out to do. Can't say I don't have regrets, but I'm satisfied at least.
Are you an idiot?
Yeah?
You go and die, it all amounts to nothing!
No, he's an idiot. we know this. I died a long time ago. I've been dead since the day that bastard had the others in Arngarm. I guess the name of his Jaeger Corps that he was in. And the others in Arngarm slaughtered. Well, at least now I can finally be reunited with them. And G. Anyway, try and give Scarlet Crow to the end to all this that they want too. Can you do that for me? See ya. It's been fun.
Reed, get away from him.
Yep. Rain, you're just as dumb as he is. Yeah, so far this is not going where I expected it to. Of course, I don't really know what expectations I had, just something big was going to happen. But I guess this is big, the death of a character that's been a big villain for the last 2 games, so...
No!
Reen,
Was this really what V wanted?
how did this happen?
Yeah, that did not take the turn I was expecting it to take. I didn't expect... I should know now, though, by now that Reen is kind of an odd one. He cares for everyone. Like, everyone. Even his enemies. And Reen's a pretty good stand-up dude. I gotta say. Everything was put back in order by Angelica and Marky Ragnar. And with that, the crisis at the Schwarzer Droch barrier came to an end. Shortly thereafter, the Marquis formally recognized his defeat and swore an oath to Princess Alphen. He swore, "From this moment on, my provincial army shall withdraw from the Alliance and play no further part in the war." Elisa's mother also returned to her position as chairman of the Reinford Group. In no time at all, she went to work reuniting the various divisions and quelling the chaos that had arisen. Sifting through the information she had acquired, she discovered that the Soldats were primarily being produced in the West. This knowledge in hand, she drove herself to investigate further, doing all within her power to guide the war to a conclusion. While all that was going on, they landed the Courageous in the newly liberated Aurora. And the Reinford Company was gracious enough to offer to perform a full-scale maintenance on her. Class 7 then decided to use the downtime to relax in the city while they had the chance. Alright. Okay, we get a stopover day, which is like a rest day from the first game. For a free day, rest day. So we're gonna get to bond with some of our classmates. The city has a much nicer energy to it than it did under the Alliance control. It must be due to the chairman returning to her post and the Marquis declaring neutrality. I'm happy to see how things have changed, but this place came at a steep price. This peace came at a steep price. Yeah, well, again, the dude wanted to die. Maybe a walk around would do some good. I'm still feeling kind of down, but maybe spending some time talking with the others will help. Of course, if you do think about it, Rean did go aboard their mothership and kind of bonded with all of the enemy, right? He had moments with each one of them, including Vulcan, that kind of made him see things from their perspective a little better. So, I mean, I guess I can understand why he has a little bit of an emotional attachment, and plus Rean's just goody-goody, right? He's just the good. He's the good of the good guys, right? He's super emotional, super sensitive, super caring for people. So yeah, I can see why it would kind of upset him that Vulcan would die. But at the same time, I'm looking from the perspective, look, he made the choices he made. He wanted it to go down this way. He wanted you to defeat him, and he wanted to die. He could have easily have saved himself there in the end, but he said, he'd been dead for years. So, on the inside, I should probably check on Valimar too. I really overworked him yesterday. I mean, at the same time, I could see it's a tragedy and it's sad, but at the same time, be well, it's kind of what he wanted. So. Who am I to be upset that this guy's thrown his life away? It's sad, it's a tragedy, yeah. It hurts, it stings, but at the same time, it's no. We're at war, and he kind of wanted it to go down that way, so yeah. It might be the best to hold off on that until I'm done in the city, though. Alright. Bonding points, which can be used to trigger bonding events, will be allocated to you on stopover days. To advance the story, choose the board at the Courageous at the airport. Receive bonding points. For the duration of the stopover day, Ring's town map can be accessed by pressing square. Yeah, we can do fast travels. Alright, so the question is, who do we bond with? Is that Alphen we can bond with? I think we did a bonding with Alphen before, and it actually did increase our level, but when are we ever going to use Alphen in our party again? I mean, she's not really a fighter, and she's the princess. Why would we put her on the front lines, right? So yeah, let's not bond with Alphen, but who do we want to bond with? Before we bond, I guess we can take a look and see. Alright, who do we want to increase our bond with? Who do we think we're going to be using in the future that we need a higher level with? Okay, let's see. Laura, Emma, Elisa, Gaius, all at level 4. Okay. If we did a bonding event with Fee, Machias, or Elliot, looks like we would achieve level 4. So let's try, I can definitely see us using Elliot in the future. I like Elliot. Machias and Fee are ones that we'll probably end up using. Of course, we never know. The game so far has taken different parts of the game and been you have to use this character. Like Elisa in this area, we had to use. Fee at the beginning area, we had to use. Millium for a little bit we had to use. Machias we had where, you know, we're required to use. There's been parts of the game where we've been required to use different party members. It looks like, though, if we did do a bonding event with Laura, I'm going to get level 5. So I'm tempted to go do one with Laura, too, because I definitely plan on using her more. We got 5 bonding points. So let's see. Elliot, Laura, Machias, Fee. That's 4. And then there's one more we could use. Maybe Milliam? That's a tough choice. So I'm going to start with Laura. Laura and Elliot are right next to each other, so we'll do Laura, then Elliot. See if we can get level 5 with Laura. That would be sweet. This is my first time seeing Roar. I must admit, I'm very impressed. My expectations were high given the Reinford Company's presence here, but I can safely say they've been shattered. I think this single shop alone has more types of horrible goods than the entire of Legram. I feel kind of like a child in a candy store, to be honest. There's so much I want to look at while I'm here. I could go for some window shopping. So, like, a lot of our bonding events since the last game until now with Laura have been shopping. Like, that's been the big thing between Laura and Reen. They go shopping together. Mind if we look around together? Nothing like shelves full of stuff to take our minds off things. Haha, by all means. Let's see what this place has to offer. So, like, one of my favorite bonding events in the entirety of the last game was the one where Laura was worried about not being feminine, which is weird because she does have a bit of a deeper voice, but she's still very feminine in my estimation. I mean, to me, I think she's the classiest, the coolest, and the most powerful of all the girls. It really, like, if I had to pick my favorite of all the girls in Class 7, it's definitely Laura, right? But that's just my opinion. She's my type of person that I would like to hang out with, right? I really like her personality, the way she looks at the world. She's very, like, confident in who she is, even though she has doubts at times. So, I think she's really cool. Huh, so this is an horrible refrigerator. I've noticed there was a large one in the Courageous kitchen, but I wasn't entirely sure what it was at the time. Oh, now that you mention it, we do have one on board, don't we? Being able to just stick food in there and have it stay fresh for a day is pretty awesome. And so it is. I wouldn't mind having one for myself when I want to prepare for a box lunch. How much does this one cost, Maybe I'll consider when my skill at cooking improves enough to justify its expenditure. Let's go look at something else. Right, she actually seems pretty disappointed she can't get one. What's this? The design is rather avant-garde. Says here that it's called an orbital vacuum cleaner. You press the button on it and it'll suck up dust and crumbs. So it's like the orbital version of a broom, I guess. It's a Dyson! But it's a Reinford, it's not a Dyson. Ah, that does sound pretty convenient. I'd like to give it a try. Let's see. Laura carefully pressed the button on the vacuum cleaner. I don't think you're supposed to just turn on appliances in the store like that. Sorry, I guess curiosity got the better of me. I suppose I should turn it off then. Is this the button you press to do that? Oh, why is it vibrating even louder and more forcefully? Excuse me, miss. Well, he certainly seemed none too pleased with us. Oh, I'm sorry, Reen. Don't worry about it. It's not often I see you get into trouble like that. I guess technology isn't your forte, huh? Apparently not. I mean, I have an interest in it, but but very little experience actually using it. I think I'd be able to use all the appliances here if I had a chance to learn, though, just like I did with our combat ornaments. By the way, what are these? They're orbital washing machines by the look of it. You put your clothes in there and it'll wash them for you. Elisa had a few in her house from what I remember. Well, that sure sounds convenient. Fascinating. I wonder how it works. Let me see. Oh no. Ugh, not again. Hold on. Why are these things even plugged in? Like, seriously. My apologies. So, which of these buttons turns it off? This one? No, maybe this one. Like, aren't the buttons labeled? Oh, jeez. Hey, you break it, you buy it. Please tell me you haven't done what I think you've done. I'm afraid it appears it's broken down. You know what? I say if the darn thing breaks just by hitting a few buttons on it, it wasn't manufactured very well to begin with. Right? I'm afraid it appears I've broken it. Excuse me, miss? Fortunately for Laura and Reen, the damage was much less severe than it looked, and they were able to repair the orbital washing machine. The employee was understandably furious, but thanks to their connections with Elisa, he was kind enough to overlook what happened. Well, nice to have friends in high places, right? What's funny is Laura just seems like a much more capable person than all these blunders, but at the same time, I guess she is from a really rural area where they don't have hardly any technology at all, so I kind of understand that she's like a little kerfuffled by all the high-tech stuff. Of course, Reen's also from a really rural area with no technology at all, so this is kind of funny. I can't believe I made such a blunder, not just once, but twice. Well, at least they were able to fix it, right? All's well that ends well, I guess. Still, it really does feel like you were born into the way of the sword. You don't need to make my lack of domestic skills sound like some kind of winning quality. I'm all too aware of the areas where I come up short, and I took up cooking in an effort to become more refined, but I wasn't planning to admit that here. Still, I'm glad I got the chance to see the side of you no one else has really gotten to see. And yeah, that's what... The bonding events we've done with Laura since the first game has really gotten us to see that side of her that is really, it makes her endearing, right? I really like Laura a lot. Like, she definitely seems like somebody that if I knew in real life I would be friends with for sure. And hey, no one's good at everything. We all got our weak points. Well, that's true, but you and I aren't so different in that regard, you know? All of us have roles that we're good at fulfilling. And for those we aren't, we need to learn to rely on others. I want you to promise me you won't try to shoulder everything yourself. All of us here are with you to share the burden. Yeah, you're right. Thanks, Laura. Yeah, Laura's a good pal. She's a good friend, for sure. What do we got here? EP charges, master quartz for sale. Those master quartz are so expensive. I don't want to sell anything. I do want to exchange a Sepith mask for some Mira. You know, I don't really want to modify anything as of yet. I don't think there's any weapons we need to customize. Yep. All right, we're good here. Let's go have a bonding moment with Elliot. Elliot's another one I like a lot. I really think he's another guy I could really be friends with. You know, I have a bit of a musical background myself, so I am quite partial to Elliot because he's a musician. I can't stop thinking about our field study here from earlier in the year. Sure, it was tough, but it was fun. And V was still alive. Yeah, even if we did think he died back at the mine, I'm guessing news of V's actual death has probably reached Crow by now. I wonder how he's taking it. Sorry, it was probably super insensitive for me to bring him up. Just try and cheer up, okay? Elliot's definitely worried about me. Maybe we should hang out for a while. Absolutely. I just got a great idea for something we can do together. Come with me, Reen. What's going on now? You'll find out soon enough. Let's go. Elliot dragged Reen into the Reinford building, and after he borrowed a few things, Elliot dragged him right back out again. Ooh, yeah, we're gonna have a jam session. Let's go! It sort of looks like the same kind of orbital guitar I used back at the festival. That's because it is. Both that and the keyboard were made by the Reinford Company. They're display models, but they said we could use them since playing them right out here would make for good advertising. Should be all tuned up now. I've already got permission too, so should we get started? Get started? Wait, you don't mean... I sure do. Let's play some music. Just you and me, putting on a concert in the middle of the streets. Oh, this sounds awesome, man. See yet again. Elliot's definitely somebody I could hang out with. For sure. It's funny, too, though, that, like, Reen had no experience playing any instruments until the festival, and all of a sudden he just learns how to play guitar just like that. I mean, I guess he's a natural, right? Despite the sudden start, the two played with gusto. They're focused entirely on both their instruments and the performance. I will say, though, that guitar, while it seems really hard, if you do have a little bit of music knowledge, guitar is one of the easier instruments to learn to play. Now, to master guitar, that takes years of practice, but you could learn rudimentary chords even if you've never played an instrument before, if you just know a little bit about music, right? So, yeah, guitar is one of the easier instruments to pick up and to kind of learn to play. Piano as well. Like, just because, I don't know how to explain it, but like, to master those instruments they're some of the hardest instruments to master, but they're some of the easiest instruments to learn. Just, oh, I can play a few chords, or I can play a little line or a melody here, right? So, I mean, I guess it would make sense that Reen could learn a few chords on guitar and actually be able to play with Elliot, because, of course, Elliot is able to play multiple instruments like keyboard and violin, and I think other ones, too, that I'm probably forgetting. But, yeah, a surprising number of Roar's residents had stopped to listen and clap for them, too. All in all, it was a success. Ooh, that was something. Impressive work, Reen. We were out of sync in a few spots, and we missed a note or two here and there, but it was fun, wasn't it? It was for me, at least. Yeah, it was fun. Just goes to show that music doesn't stop at giving strength to the listeners. The performers get some too, I guess. I was every bit as happy there as I was when I performed at the festival. I'm a little biased, but I'd say playing yourself is even more fun than listening, to be honest. That's probably one of the reasons I just can't seem to give up music. Very, very much agreed, Elliot. Very much agreed. Thanks for inviting me to join you, Elliot. This definitely helped cheer me up. You're very welcome. Hey, we'll have to do this again sometime if we can. With some time to practice, hopefully. Not just us either, the whole class, just like back at the festival. That sounds great. I hope we can get another chance to do something like that. Absolutely, that'd be awesome. And man, I'm jealous. I really wish I had a friend like Elliot. He's so cool. And he's a musician too. Their street concert complete, Reen and Elliot went back to Rhineford HQ to return their instruments with smiles of elation on their faces. Nice. Okay. Who else? I forget who I said. I think Machias? Machias was one of them. Yeah, I wanted Machias and Fee. Poor Eustace. Definitely the character I've used the least from game 1 to now. And probably one of my least favorite of all the characters. But it's not like I dislike him. It's just, he's kind of meh. You know what I mean? Eustace is kind of meh. So, Machias, Fee, and Millium, maybe? Yeah, I'm gonna go with Machias, Fee, and Millium. You know, we really haven't used Fee in a while either, or Machias for that matter. But I do like them. I'd say Machias and Eustace are probably on my bottom rung of characters, so for sure. Let's do Fee next. I like Fee a lot. I really like her backstory, and I like her voice actor a lot. But I don't know about her battle, like her battle style or her usefulness in battle, that is. I do like the fact that she's had a lot of character growth and development, probably as much, if not more, than anyone else in the game. Like, from when we first met her till now, like, she's really, really changed and grown up a lot. Heading back to the ship, Rean. Nah, not yet. I'm just wondering and trying to figure out what to do. If I really can't think of anything, I'll probably go and check in on Valimar and then laze around inside. I'm exhausted after everything that went down yesterday. Me too. It's hard to get what happened to V out of my head. He might have been our enemy, but he gave his condolences for our boss's death back at the mine, so it's hard to hate him. He did, didn't he? I almost forgot. I guess it makes sense that I'm not the only one who feels down after all that. It might be doing some good to spend some time with V since we're both here. Hey, yeah, mind if I hang with you for a bit? I mean, if you think it'll be in the way, then just tell me and I'll get going. Of course it won't. Stay here for as long as you'd like. Thanks, V. I forget she has this thing with cats too, right? Like she has this like another thing to really like about her because I'm a big cat person myself. So, I mean, I guess it makes sense that Fee has matured probably the most out of all the characters from the beginning of game 1 till now because she was the youngest until Milliam came along. So I mean, I guess that does make sense that she's done the most growing. And of course, I don't mean growing as in physically in stature. She's still the same size she was in the first game, but I mean growing as in maturity, right? Mentally. Huh? What's a kitten doing here? Meow. He doesn't look too happy. Maybe he's been separated from his mother. He's not wearing a collar, so I'm guessing he's a stray. Reed? Don't worry, we've got some time before we need to head back. Let's see if we can reunite him with his mother, shall we? Meow. Kitten in hand, Ren and Fee started walking around the city, trying to find where the kitten's mother could be. I love the emotes above their head in this game. They've really done a good job with that throughout the games. It's Celine. The kitten being a stray, they assumed that finding his mother wasn't going to be an easy task, and they were completely right. Reed and Fee asked everyone they could, even Celine, and searched for the missing mother cat with every fiber of their being. In the end, over there. Meow. Looks like we found our mother. Yup. Even without knowing what they're saying, it's obvious that they're family. Meow, meow. Meow. I'm just glad we were able to reunite these two. Me too. His mother must have been looking for him all this time. Nice to know his family didn't abandon him after all. Fee? Carrying him around reminded me of something that happened the day the boss died. Just before he fell in battle, too. What happened? We wanted to watch the battle between him and the Red Constellation's leaders, so we'd set up a camp nearby, and all of a sudden, a Jaeger wandered into our camp, a girl about my age. Another Jaeger that young? Maybe a year older than me, I don't know. She'd come from the Red Constellation's camp on the other side of the battlefield, all because she was chasing a stray cat. Hold on, she wandered into an enemy camp just before a battle. That seems like an incredibly bad idea. What happened? Oh, we didn't attack her or anything. They weren't exactly in the mood to start anything with us at that point either. So, the two of us just talked while she played with the cat. Wow, I can hardly imagine having a casual conversation with an enemy just before your leaders fight to death. It's kind of depressing to think that there are other Jaegers your age out there too. I guess we're not exactly rare, but she was really strong enough to lead the whole battalion in their corps. It was like she lived to be out on the battlefield and killing, loved fighting as much as anyone I'd ever seen. She was more man-eating tiger than girl. Sounds like the two of you are total opposites. People tend to paint all Jaegers with the same brush, but the more I talk to you, the more I realize how different they all are. I wonder what she's doing now. I bet she's okay, though. She was strong enough that she'd be fine even if her family left her behind. That's another way we're different. Unlike her, as soon as my family left me, I became a weak little girl who couldn't do anything for herself. I wouldn't say that, actually, Fee. You're pretty good, but okay. There's more to strength than just proficiency in battle, you know. And even if there weren't, you've become a much better fighter since you joined Class 7. That's true. I've definitely seen big improvements since our first battle as a class. Maybe you're right. If I am, though, it's all because of you. It's all because all of you have been there to support me. There's no question about that. Hey, we all help each other improve and get stronger, both on the battlefield and off. You've helped every one of us. But we've all still got room to grow, and at this rate, we're going to need to do as much growing as we can. Yeah. Well, you've got a point. But together, we'll get strong enough to get through all this. I know we will. I'm glad we did the bonding with Fee. That just adds more into her backstory and makes me like her even more. So yeah, I'm kind of warming up to Fee as one of my favorites too. Definitely, like I said, I love her voice actor and I love her backstory. It's been one of the best ones so far. So yeah, nice. Their conversation at an end, they watched the two cats scurry off into the distance. Alright, so that's taken care of. Machias. Let's do Machias. Looks like the weapon shop is as close as I can get, but he's not in the weapon shop. I mean, I think that's one of the really strong points about this game is there's no bad characters, right? Like, all the characters are extremely well written, and they all have something about them that's relatable and likable, right? There's no one that I'm like, oh god, I hate that person, I'll never use them. And the closest it comes to is Eustace, but like I said, I don't hate Eustace. I actually like Eustace, and I think he's a decent person, and that's really cool because all the Class 7 seem to be stand-up people. They all seem to be like people that you would, yeah, see, Irene agrees with me. They all seem like people you would want to be friends with, or have as a friend. They're very trustworthy and reliable, all of them. So, very well done game. Very well done, creators of this game. But we got 2 more bonding points to use. We're gonna definitely do Machias. Still haven't decided who we're gonna do the other one with, and what's gonna happen after our rest day. We're towards the end of Act 2. What's Act 3 gonna have for us? Find out in the next one. See you then, folks. Adios, amigos.